So, trigger warning, I have a question from a commenter that's asking about violence in the relationship. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. This person writes, does smothering carry the same risk as strangling in terms of predicting a person's future violent behavior in the relationship? This is a good question. And I don't know that I've seen separate statistics on smothering, nothing that comes to mind. What I will say, and in trigger warning, again, everybody, what I will say is um, I, I feel like I have seen, um, I think I've seen more people maybe incarcerated for smothering than I have for strangulation. So I do feel like smothering is a form of strangulation. So just for people who don't know, smothering is a form of suffocation. So usually where you put the pillow over someone's face or plastic bag or something over someone's face to where they can't breathe. And so what I've seen in terms of smothering is I've seen people use this a lot more with babies and children more in the reason why a lot of people do it. One, a pillow is quick to access, but two, a lot of people that I've worked with that have done it with the idea that they're not going to be caught, meaning that they feel like it's not going to leave a mark. It's just going to be one of those things where it can be chalked up to SIDS or something else where the baby died unexpectedly. So there is that. There's also, people who use smothering to heighten sexual pleasure and who've died accidentally due to that. So I believe it was, and people do this on themselves and have died doing this. Actor, I think it was David Carradine, who accidentally killed himself by doing this. And so to answer your question, I'm going to say yes. However, I'm going to also say that it might be, in terms of child and infant deaths, it might actually be a little bit more increased. But also too, not just with child and infant deaths, but elderly and vulnerable adults as well. I've seen this there where, people have harmed people that were maybe bedridden or, things like that they would do that to them as well. And also people who are under the influence of some sort of drug as well. So that has also happened. So, yes, I would say that there is a propensity for violence. And again, I know that there is, there is a sexual technique where couples may use this to heighten sexual pleasure. If that's the case, it needs to be something that is consensual. You need to have a safe word. But if it's something to where a person is just sort of smothering you outright, I would say that it's very dangerous. And there is a risk that person will take it there. It's extremely personal. And that person is enraged. So yeah, I would say that there is a high risk of fatality associated with that, because I'm going to go ahead and categorize that in the same with strangulation. So, you're cutting off air, it's basically doing something similar, which is asphyxiation. So be careful with that. And, if you're experiencing this, be sure to contact the, National Domestic Violence Hotline, file a report with your local law enforcement, but definitely take this very seriously, and thanks for asking this. And I have to admit that while some of these questions are a little bit alarming, it also, it's good that you're reaching out, because it just means that people are going through a lot of things behind closed doors. So take care and have a great Sunday. Thanks so much.